Hey guys, it's Will Hepburn, Will Hepburn Photography. Just want to make a really quick video about how I got started in my photography business, how you guys can get started with your photography business, and how you can reach out to others to build your portfolio, start getting into portrait work if you're into portraits, or real estate or wedding work, or whatever you're really wanting to do as far as photography goes. So my number one recommendation is to actually reach out to your friends and family around you and just use them for your pictures. Use them to practice scenarios for family portraits, or maybe engagement or couples photos, or whatever it is you want to do. Like if you're wanting to do family portrait work, approach people, be like, hey, I'm looking to build my portfolio. I don't want to charge you guys. I just want to basically be able to practice. Eventually you can get to the point where you're saying, hey, I want to take pictures for you guys. If you guys end up liking the pictures and want to keep them and want me to edit them, then this is my rate. And if you don't like the pictures, then it's nothing off of my back. It's nothing off of your back, except for it's just an experience. It's a learning experience. Because some people will like your work and some people don't. It's just, it's all about style, and you also have to keep in mind that your quality of your work really needs to be up where, a lot of photographers in your area, you'll notice that there are probably a lot of photographers that are doing wedding work in your area, or portrait work, or maybe doing more like commercial editorial work. So you just have to keep that in mind, that you want to constantly be getting better at your craft. I've been shooting for about 2.5 years now, and I still feel like I'm getting better and I'm improving upon my skills that I already have. And so that's really some big advice that I have for you. Also, you want to make sure that you get your LLC, your business license. I have a business license that I pay about $13 or $14 a year for that particular business license, and it's really easy. You just go up to your tax collector's office, you fill out some information, just let them know that you want to start your own business and what kind of business it is, and they may require you to have a couple different forms. I'm trying to remember exactly what they needed information wise from you, but they'll let you know whenever you stop by there, if you give them a call. So I would definitely get the business license taken care of. Insurance never hurts. If you have a situation where you're starting out and you're at a wedding and maybe one of your lights topples over or something happens, and you could be responsible in some way for somebody getting hurt, it's always just best to have insurance. And then also contracts. You want to try to draft up a contract that you can use for your wedding work, for your portraits. It's just always good to have that on hand. And that way you can let people know that you do take a deposit for your shoots, and that'll help to solidify any kind of appointment or scheduling that you have for the shoot. So these are just all things to keep in mind the further you get into photography. And that's on top of learning how to edit and learning how to use lighting and how to do composition and posing, and a lot of that stuff you can get ideas from YouTube or Instagram or Pinterest. I use all of those to just kind of get my creative juices flowing and just, broaden my horizons as far as different photograph opportunity, ideas and whatnot. So, and then as far as like what I typically do to reach out for, say you're wanting to get into work like fashion photography, where you're just using different models for your work. A lot of times I'll reach out over Facebook or Instagram, and a lot of times if they've done modeling work before, then they're pretty receptive. If you just say, hey, I'm new to photography, I'm wanting to build my portfolio, would you be interested in a situation where I shoot pictures for you and then you get those pictures in return for for your time, and if you decide upon doing some edits for them to be able to use on their Instagram or their Facebook, you can do that. I think they call it TFP. So basically, trade for pictures, where basically you're utilizing their time and your time, and y'all are both getting something mutually beneficial out of the situation with the photo shoot. So that's really the best advice I have for you guys that are starting out. You want to build your portfolio, you want to reach out to people and just offer free sessions. Honestly, I probably did 10 or 11 free sessions before I started getting paid to do a lot of work, because people want to see your quality and they want to know that they're getting value in return for the money that they're spending. So you really want to make sure that your work is really on par with the other photographers in your area, and that you're also setting yourself apart from other photographers, and just making a big difference as far as your abilities, and just constantly striving to do better and better work. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Please check out my work on Instagram at Will Hepburn Photography. You can actually find me on Facebook, Will Hepburn Photography, as well. And just feel free to message me anytime you have any questions. Maybe you're trying to get started and you kind of running into some different speed bumps and walls that you need to be able to conquer and tear down, so that you can go on to do bigger and better things with your photography. So anyway, just hit me up, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. All right, thank you.